Hello all, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's video is all about how to start saving in your 20s. So before I start the video, I would like to tell everyone that I am not a financial expert or an advisor. It's just my options of saving, like what and all I have explored till now. So let's get started. So first thing is, why are we emphasizing on saving in 20s? The first foremost reason is most of us start our career in 20s, and we are all in the race of becoming financial independence. We are the high risk takers because we are in 20s, and we are not like completely dependent, so we are independent individuals, so we try out different options. So that's why saving in 20s is a great benefit, and it will definitely give you great results after certain years. So the first thing is you need to first jot down your monthly income. Okay, so everyone are aware about 50-30-20 rule, that is 50% needs, 30% wants, and 20% savings. For each and everyone who are in 20s, at least you need to start saving 20% of your monthly income. So 20% is completely dedicated to savings, minimum 20, maximum it can go to anything, but minimum 20 you need to save. And after saving, after you have the complete amount of savings, where do you actually keep it? First thing is, you need to have a emergency fund. So emergency fund is used for a rainy day. Suppose you are in need of money and you want money. Suppose you have lost your money in various things, you have spent money, so then emergency fund will come into place. So you need to build an emergency fund, which is your 2 to 3 months of your salary. Suppose if you're earning 50,000, then emergency fund you have to build is of 1,50,000. Okay, so that should be the first thing. Second thing is, start investing in SIPs, mutual funds, equities. So start with SIPs because those are systematic investment plan. You can start with 500 rupees per month, and it can go to how much ever you want to invest in. So these are monthly schemes, and it is highly recommended that you start with high risk mutual funds because you are a risk taker during your 20s. So start investing in high risk mutual funds, which will eventually give you higher returns after 5 to 10 years. And coming to stocks, start like exploring stocks like rigorously, because you don't like fall in trap if your friend is investing in this stock and you are investing it. You need to be completely aware. Self study is important while when you're dealing with stocks. So that's why a proper study needs to be made, and it's highly recommended that the top 5 to 10 stocks are the most like running stocks. Even if the market rises and falls, it would definitely be there. And whatever you're investing, whenever you're investing in stocks or equities, mutual funds, it should be for a long run. It should not be like after 1 year you'll be taking the amount, because in that way you will not be getting higher returns, right? So that's why place it for 5 to 10 years or more than 10 years for greater returns. The next is NPS, that is National Pension Scheme. This is for this money, whatever you'll be investing in NPS will actually be like you'll be reaping it after you reach 60 years. Okay, so suppose you're 20 years, so you'll be earning for next 30 years, let's say till 60. So every month you will be investing certain amount in NPS, okay, in regular intervals. So whatever amount you'll be generated, the corpus is generated, you will be getting as a regular income after you reach 60. So it's like a pension scheme, that will be your pension amount. So it is a great option because here you'll be having many fund managers where they will be investing your amount, and they will be buying certain units, that is called NAV units. So it is a great option for each and every youngster out there. Public Provident Fund. So public provident fund is basically for individuals who want to take low risk. Okay, here the interest rate is 7.1%. The next is EPF, that is Employee Provident Fund. So it is governed by EPFO, Employee Provident Fund Organization. So if you're an employee working in an organization, let it be a private or public, the EPF is you need to register to EPF portal. So every month from your salary, certain amount is deducted for EPF. So you'd be wondering, where is the money going? My salary is this much, but still I am getting this. So that is because a certain amount is going for EPF. So you'll be getting to know using your UAN number, that is universal account number, like how much amount is getting deducted from your bank. And in EPF, the return is really good. It is more than 8% in 2021. So it is one of the great options to have a EPF account. The next is very much important, that is like a life-saving option, to have a health insurance. And you'll be having monthly, you'll pay for health policies or health insurance, which is really good. So there are many companies out there giving health insurance, both government and private. So you can start exploring those domains also. So this was about the saving option. So how do you actually save is, you need to have the frugal mentality, which means you shouldn't always, you should have certain amount as a savings, and then you spend the rest amount. Okay, so it's not that you are earning, you shouldn't spend just like that. So have certain amount for saving, and with this you would definitely get great results in the coming years. So if I missed any other options, so please mention in the comment section. We'll definitely explore. So please subscribe to my channel, like, share, and keep supporting. Stay home, stay safe. Bye.